morning, wake and bake. I feel like Luka dying, I'm trying to make a play. I'm a king like LeBron, so I'm having my way. Chances make champions, y'all be trying to play it safe. This is the Lake Show.
Top of the morning. Welcome to the Wake and Bake Lake Show. I'm your host, Ernest Eli. This is episode 37. Let's get into it. Of course, we're going to start this Saturday with a good Wake and Bake. Still smoking on some Smoke Dog OG. All right, we had about 10 games last night. Let's get into some of these scores, then we're going to tap into the Lake Show. Dallas beat Portland 100-93. Golden State beat Washington 131-126. Denver beat Utah 135-129. Toronto beat New Orleans 119-106. OKC beat Chicago 131-113. Houston beat Memphis 119-109. Cleveland beat Miami 149-128. Boston beat Atlanta 109-102. And Los Angeles Clippers beat Indiana 114-113. All right, let's get into the Lake Show. Last night we had the Brooklyn Nets and we got the dub, 116-99. We got off to a decent start of the game. Luka had 17 early first quarter points. Pretty even kill first half. AR had a slow start. Luka got a little chippy with Zaire. We pulled out the win. Let's get into these highlights and we'll tap in a little more.
The bench is going to be key to success.
Again, Stu under the weather. We wish him all the best. He's averaging just over 10 points a game. Here's Luka Doncic. Oh, he's going to fire it for three. Got it again! Luka already out of the gate fast. Lakers trying to maintain their advantage. Third spot in the West. Of course, OKC and the Spurs are going to be battling it out till the end. Lakers get lost defensively. Arabia to beat the clock, and it's going to be a weak side rebound.
The Nets' defensive activity really picking up.
Oh! Throw it down. Abaji way upstairs.
For catch and shoot threes, in particular in the corners.
Bronny's open. He'll try the three. Yes, sir! Bronny James in front of the home folks.
When Bronny James Sr., I guess we'd have to put that in there first, getting to the basket, and then now LeBron James Jr. with the pass from Dad, and the fake to the corner, knocks down the three. That's got to be cool.
Bends in a matter of moments. Luka loses it, taken. They got 3, 2, and they could have had a good shot there. It was just fired up, and he banks it in. Claxton with 14 tonight.
And what they're doing again is Austin Reeves is covering Traore, and they're using Claxton as the on-ball screener.
Lobbing a lay-in this time instead of a lobbing a jam. Was down on defense to offense by Williams, and they have the lead again. 75-74. Third time we've had a lead change tonight.
Yeah, these Nets they're fighting hard, man. They're fighting hard. You see a little bit of Luka, Luka getting a little frustrated, Nets getting handsy and, trying to be physical and.
Yeah. Well, remember these two teams when they met up in Brooklyn, Lakers led by 39 in that game. 39. Now we're going to review this one again.
And it's interesting.
Well, they're looking for a hostile act. Hostile, however you want to pronounce it.
Right, but you also could, if Luka pushes the player first and then he's reacting, you could still get the hostile act and the technical foul, but you could get a double technical.
I want to see how good you are if we see the replay, what you think is going to happen, because Stu is... Sometimes he just doesn't know what's going on.
The ruling on the floor is a double technical, as we have a push followed by an action after the push.
That means he's
so
suspended.
Williams and Luka will both be assessed a double technical. An offensive foul is called on the floor, so it will be Brooklyn's ball side out.
Well, he dodged it once, Fish, because it was rescinded. Into the attacking 47 feet. Abaji's right on him. Luka wants to go up and under, and he does for 2 more. Saraf, he spins right away, but Hayes was there again. Wide open if they wanted from 3. Instead, it's in, and he's down hard on the floor.
There's a really tough games, right? You start that road trip with trips to Houston, back-to-back games there. Reeves got it again! Got it again!
With the deliberate yo-yo dribble out on top. Minute and a half. Lakers on their way to a win. And we're going to give away tacos in a minute because he's got 42. 116.99 will be our final score, which means, as mentioned, the Lakers move their record.
Luka, you picked up your 16th technical again. What kind of happened on that play?
He was in my face 3 times. I just wanted to get out of there. It's a double tech, of course. What can I say? I didn't even talk. I just wanted to get out of there. They said I pushed. My push was exaggerated, which was obviously not. And I don't know what else to tell you, man.
It's the first time in all the games that you and Bronny have played the last couple of years where it's an assist from father to son.
Yeah.
You walk us through that moment and the feeling of getting in the scorebook that way.
Well, I mean, I think not taking for granted and just, being in the moment of us being on the floor once again. That's 2 games back to back, playing meaningful minutes and him also making another play. Obviously they was making a run in that second quarter, and they did make a run in that second quarter. But just for me, I just always made the right play. I got doubled, and he was able to make fake the pass to the corner and then knock down the 3. So definitely a cool moment, for us and also for our family.
You could kind of feel, Brooklyn was able to sustain their energy throughout. What did you think was the difference down the stretch as you guys pulled away?
Just playing basketball the right way. They got off to a hot run, and we had to respond the right way. So I feel like just playing our game of basketball and sharing the ball and getting the paint and creating for others was good for us.
JJ had mentioned the other day that they kind of knew your athleticism and defense was going to be there, and that they've seen the shooting really come around to be consistent throughout the South Bay. And then LeBron just said that essentially you've always been able to shoot, and maybe the incident just in terms of finding your way, getting back to rhythm, full games. And can you expand on that a little bit and just your shooting and how comfortable you are now?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten more and more reps, being comfortable, shooting behind the NBA line, and it's gotten more and more comfortable for me to just shoot it without thinking. Shut up. And yeah, I mean, nothing much to it, but just getting reps in and keeping at it and keep working on my game.
This team's been on a run now for 2-3 weeks, but you've had a chance to be a part of the on-court action, the last 2 wins. What's it been like to actually plug in and be a part of it after being on the sidelines for most of this run?
Yeah, I mean, it's the world, get out and do as many reps as I can.
Okay, so yeah, like I say, good win. Luka had 41. AR had 26. It took him a while to get going, but in that fourth quarter he got hot. He had 4 threes in the fourth. Brian had 14, 6, and 8. Hayes threw in 10 and 8 rebounds. 5 blocks too, that was big. Luka, he got that 16th tech, so most likely gonna be sitting down. Ain't no resending this one. Zaire was, talking shit, screaming in his face a little bit, but you did push him first, nigga. And that's what led to him, giving you the backhand karate chop to the neck, chin. Psh. Now you done got smacked by Dennis Schroeder and Zaire Williams. You gotta punch somebody now, Luka. The fuck? Psh. But, like I said, you're gonna be sitting down. I think we got Washington next. You can sit out that one, shit. Brian got his first assist to Bronny, the first father-son assist situation in the NBA. The other night he ain't knocked down a 3 when Brian threw it to him, but last night he knocked it down. So we still holding strong at 3rd in the West. We got a couple days off. Then we got a back-to-back Monday and Tuesday. Monday we got Washington, and Tuesday we got Cleveland. We'll be all right. Got a couple days off, like I said. Hopefully this suspension Luka about to occur don't, knock him off his what should I call it? His hot streak he been on. Because again, he had 40 again. I think that's add to another, I think it was 17 now or 7 now, I don't know. But he's still climbing up that 40-point game as a Laker list. But just hopefully he can still keep it going after he get back. What would that be on? Well, against the Cavs on Tuesday. Other than that, good win, Lakers. Let's get these next 2 games in this back-to-back situation. In other news, I ain't got too much shaking. It's the weekend, early Saturday morning. I think I'm gonna go outside today. Might hit the studio. I don't know. Y'all probably thought I forgot how to rap or some shit. I've been shooting all these Wake and Bake LakeShow episodes. Don't trip. There's more shit to rap about. So here's a quick episode 37. Enjoy y'all weekend. Till next time. Love.
Up early in the morning, wake and bake. I feel like Luka dying, how I'm trying to make a play. I'm a king like LeBron, so I'm having my way. Chances make champions, y'all be trying to play it safe. It's the LakeShow.